beautiful humans. Welcome back to another video. I am Emily, otherwise known as Shamanism. You can call me pretty much anything, just don't call me late for dinner. Welcome to the channel, and if you're an OG, welcome back. Happy New Year. As a celebration of the new year, I wanted to share a cool, I was gonna call it a tool. It's not really a tool, it's just a fun year-long activity that you can commit to if you want to, and I wanted to share it with all of you. It is something which one of my dearest friends shared with me, gosh, going on now, I want to say 3 or 4 years ago, and which I have done ever since. And I thought, as a way to celebrate the new year, why don't we do it live on camera? Y'all, I nearly forgot my props. So, first and foremost, if I haven't seen you since the new year, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And a very, very happy new year of 2025. Happy New Year. So, not the reason I got dressed up, although I did think it would be fun once in a while to do a little celebration of the brand new year. And to honor that, as I was sharing before, I thought that I would share with you guys a tradition of mine, something that a friend shared with me, an activity that you can do which lasts for the whole year long, which is really, really fun, and the point of which I'm about to share with you. So what is it that I'm suggesting you to take on board as something you may engage in over the whole course of the next year? What I simply call the jar, or the year jar, or I don't know. And that is this baby right here. She don't look fancy. You have to see these for a minute. Anyway, she ain't that fancy, but this baby has been with me since the start of 2024. I had to think about that. Basically all of last year. So you're asking yourself, what's the point of this? You're a bad boy. Well, I'll tell you. So the point of the jar is what you do, and what you do for commit to doing for the year is anytime and every time that you have a win. When I say a win, it doesn't matter if it's a physical win, like you lost weight, if that's your goal, if it's a career-related achievement type win, whatever it is, it does not matter, whatever that win is for you. If you have a really exciting win, you write it down on whatever you can, like you see in here, there's quite a few different colored things. I like to get them as colorful as possible just for fun. But the point is you write down the event or whatever it was that happened, and you fold it up and you put it in there. Now, that's the year-long activity, is anytime something good happens, you write it down, you put it in the jar. Now, the fun activity that I thought it would be nice to do with you all is to go through my jar. Now, a little disclaimer, if I do come across anything that is too personal, I may not read it out, because there are some things that have happened this year that were good, potentially came from hard things also, and also just some personal stuff that I'm not going to share here. So if I happen to pause when I pick one of these up, that is the only reason, but I thought it would be fun to pop open the jar. For the new year, also because I'm going to be starting a new jar for this year as of today. Today, I'm actually recording this on January 1st. So you guys are actually starting the new year with me with this. So without any further ado, let's jump into the jar, shall we? Oh, I'm kind of excited, guys. I haven't actually looked in here. I'm just gonna pop them all out on the floor. Oh, if they'll all come out, hang on, some of them are on cards. And then we're gonna go through them one by one and just remember my life from the last year. All right, let's see what we got. I feel like I want to toss them because I can see at least one of them that's from the very end of the year because I put like a holly on it, which I don't know, you can do, whatever. Okay, let's see, let's just pick something random. Well, I'm not gonna say the details of this one, but this one is, I became friends with somebody that I never thought in a million years would actually take me on board as a friend for about a gajillion reasons that I had at the time. And so this is just sort of like I said, the wins can be anything. So this is just an acknowledgement of the friendship that I have and the fact that she gave me some responsibilities in her world for a time, and that she is now, thankfully, a part of my world. So that's a really cool one. I like that. Let's see what this one is. Oh, this is a cute one. This one is from April, the very end of April, and it says, "The mama or parent chipmunks at the back, let me see their 2 kiddos." We have a lot of chipmunks that live around my house, and they had some babies this year, and they were like the tiniest little sweetest things. So that's a really cute one. Let's see, let's pick another size one, because one of these weird ones that I found the other day, I found some the other day that I guess I meant to add. This one's exciting, and I will actually share it with you guys because it's like an exciting moment for my life. I officially have a business, like officially. I don't know if you've ever heard this quote, but I've had business mentors in the past tell me that you're not in business until you've like done business or done a sale or whatever, however you can say that grammatically appropriately. So this is actually from December of the last year, and it was the first time I ever actually made a sale of some of my homemade crafts and goods, which is for me a really big deal. And for reasons that I'd rather not explain here. It was a big moment for me and very, very exciting. It was the first money I've ever really made, like on my own, completely doing something that I created, if that makes sense. So let's dive into another one. Oh, this is so fun, guys. See, this is why you do this, because then it's basically a concentrated period of time where you have nothing but positive memories from the year, and you can look back and be like, see, it wasn't all bad. Let's see. This was from September. It just says, big day, big downloads, confirmation of my dreams, my purpose, and I made some healings. So that's fun. Probably I meant like healing meditations. Let's see what this one is. The quote, there's a quotation attached to this one. This is from June, January, February, March, April, May, June. Yes, sometimes I have to count on my fingers. It says, when you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work, which is a quote that I've heard a lot in my life, and I didn't really understand what that meant until June. And it was the fact that I was helping Victor, Aaron, and Matt, I don't know if you know them, but Victor Odo and Aaron Dowdy, I was helping them out with a course that they were running, and it felt so good to be a part of that, to help like facilitate that big group of positive people and help to shift them towards mindsets. And it was just cool to be a part of the team. I've never really been on the like facilitation side of that before, and it was really, really cool. Let's see what this one is. It's a yellow one. Oh, it's from the Lionsgate portal, actually. Oh, these were just cool synchronicities. You guys aren't going to understand these, but basically I saw two different kinds of moths, skunks playing, a black squirrel and a red squirrel, and an albino hummingbird, and none of that is made up. Like, that is all legitimate. So it was a crazy, I don't know what all those things meant, but holy cow, that's a lot of like the universe showing you that they love you. Let's try another one of these pink ones. Let's see. Oh, this is a cute and kind of fun one. You guys are going to laugh at me, or maybe not, I don't know, if you know the game. So there's a game that I absolutely adore and love, always have, always will, because if you know much about me, I've been a gamer most of my life, and some of the games I was introduced to in around the 80s were like these, I forget what they're called now, but a type of pixelated games. Like if you've ever seen the King's Quest games or Space Quest games, then you know the type of thing I'm talking about. So at any rate, there's a game called Stardew Valley that was put out not that long ago. It's one of my favorite games, and there's a mini game within the game called Junimo Kart, which is actually pretty dang hard to beat. And on September 8th, I beat Junimo Kart, which is a fun one. Oh, this is a fun one. I didn't date this apparently. This was a monetary fun one. I won $80 on a lottery ticket and a subsequent $25, which is like, I don't know if you guys ever play lottery tickets. I sometimes do. That was kind of an insane win. What else we got? Let's see. Next, a white one. This was a cool one. September 1st of last year, I graduated with my, I always fumble over the letters of this, but basically I got my detoxification certifications. I'm actually certified in detoxification. So I am not just talking the talk about knowing health. So that was a cool one. I was really proud of myself because that course is very involved, and actually on a plus side, interestingly, was also very spiritual, which was very wonderful in the end. I ended up loving it even more than I thought that I would, and I'm excited to go. There's a second level and another course that I'm going to take. Probably, I don't know if it'll be this year. Anyway, so let's see what else we got. This is a good one actually too. Oh, I like that so many of these are pleasant. You'll see the types of wins you can, write down. In October, this is me painting I just wrote down that I painted for the first time in ages with watercolor, because as you guys may or may not know, I'm not a visual type artist, I'm a musician. So I don't know how to paint, and I took the nerve to go watch a tutorial and try to paint something. It came out pretty good. Maybe one of these days I'll show that. Oh, this one you guys know about, but we can share that because it was something that has literally been on my mind for a decade, which was why it has a card dedicated to itself, which was just that on the 22nd, I got my 2 ears pierced, which I haven't had for like ages, been able to wear a pair of earrings. And the second hole I've wanted for about a decade. So that was exciting. Let's see what else. This is a good one too. This is from July of last year. I finally launched my ebook, which if you guys don't know about, perhaps I will link it in the description of this video, maybe. At any rate, I believe you can find it through my Instagram if you really want to find it. I launched my ebook, which is having to do with wellness, which is called The Wellness Revolution, which I hope you do check out, because you can download it completely for free, and it's a good little read, and it's a little read, and will give you a lot of tools to really help you with your long-term health. So, and I wrote it for the purpose of helping you guys. That's why it's free. So that was an insane accomplishment, because it took me a silly number of years to actually get that done. Let's see what else. Oh, I'm gonna save this one. I'm gonna put this special little note card where I keep my other notes for ideas, and I'm gonna do a whole other video about this one particular win, because this one was a really cool one and I want to share that special. So we'll hold that for another time. Oh, that's exciting. That gives me a whole other idea for a video. Let's see. This was cool. I went on vacation for my birthday last year, and I managed to manifest, don't ask me how, like I probably couldn't recreate it if I wanted to, but I managed to seamlessly manifest being able to stay an extra 10 days where normally I would be, well, I was going to say something rather indelicate. I would be panicking like no other. And it was amazing because, you hear people talk about like, oh, well, all I really did was just feel the feeling and trust. And you think that sounds so easy. That kind of is all I did though. I was like, it's going to happen. And I didn't question it. And lo and behold, it's one of the craziest manifestations I've ever had, actually, guys. One of the only ones I ever like pin and I go, yeah, that was a legit manifestation. Let's see. Oh yeah, this was a neat one. In December, I also manifested a reading with somebody that I really, really like, who was previously closed for, I don't know what the term is, but they were closed. They weren't doing personal readings before. And I manifested a reading from them, which is like the coolest thing since sliced bread. So I'm unbelievably ecstatic about that. Hasn't happened yet. Maybe I'll do a video about how that went and how exciting that was for me. If anything shareable comes up, maybe I'll share it with you guys. Let's see. Oh yeah, this was, okay, so another type of strange win, maybe you guys will think. In, again, June, I think. I talked to an author's agent and I left them a message, which might not sound like a big deal to you. For me, as someone who has pretty regular anxiety, especially on the phone with a stranger, it was a pretty big deal that I got, that I left a message, called and left a message for somebody that I don't even remotely know, who is not only just a someone, but someone with rather large authority in my mind, and a publisher or whatever. And anyway, so that was, as odd as it may seem for me, that was a win to get over like my personal fear and actually talk to them. Let's see. Oh yeah, on October 1st is when I started volunteering at my local Humane Society, which, as you guys know, is something that I really, really love. And I also made myself a list of herbs that I wanted to grow, some of which I am growing. So I did actually do that. Not sure why I called all of that a win. June, I started talking on my YouTube channel, which was a win for me because I had been faceless for a very, very, very long time and had kind of lost my confidence for a time. And yeah, exactly. My second point there was my comfort zone, that I've tried to really get out of that, or have, I should say, gotten out of that. We're down to 2, guys. I'm excited about this. I can't wait to share that one that's over there with you. Well, this was just, I guess this must have been maybe a day or so after that other. This was the fact that I said I was going to start a talking series and I actually did it, and then I started the series. So this is what that was about. That was a good thing for me. And then last and not least, you guys can see that I kind of drew all over this and like did fun things with it, but it says that I gave holiday gifts for the first time in ages. And that was important to me because as crazy as it might seem, I haven't been able to like give holiday gifts for a very long time. It's just been the situation I've been in. And I was very, very, very grateful and blessed to be able to give gifts for the holidays. So without further ado, beautiful humans, I hope you've enjoyed this weird and wacky episode of the jar and going through my jar with me for the year, which is now empty, which is crazy. So we get to start all over again with a fresh year worth of wins, which means that if you're with me next year, that you'll get to see the whole year's worth. And I have a funny feeling there's going to be a lot of things to celebrate and be excited about this coming year. So you'll get to go through that with me again. And I highly, highly encourage you guys to try this jar thing, because it has helped me to actually focus. I don't want to say focus on my wins. However, to actually feel good and feel them for a minute when good things happen, which I know is not something that just I struggle with at times. So thank you so much if you've been with me for this entire time. I hope you have gotten some value from this video, or some laughs or enjoyment. If you do want coaching, you can reach out to me at this email address. It's also always down below. Please do subscribe, as I make these videos every single day. And other than that, I hope you beautiful cats have a lovely weekend. I will see you in the next one. Namaste and much love. Bye. Happy New Year. I don't know actually how that made it into the 2024 ones, but hey, maybe I better check these other ones as something fun for the new year. Oh, but a little celebration of the brand new you. Certified. Yeah, that makes me sound legit. That's my comfort zone.